Today we're showing you around the Barceló Raval Hotel in Barcelona. We're going to show you what it's like to stay here, from the room to the amenities, and what the location is really like. And stick around till the end where we'll share whether we think it's worth the price. So let's get to it. The hotel sits right on Rambla del Raval, just steps away from the famous La Rambla, one of the most central bases you can pick in Barcelona. It's about a 14-minute walk to the Barceló market, which you need to check out. It's one of the best food markets we've visited, from fresh fruit to smoothies and Spanish tapas. The local metro station is also only 8 minutes walk away, so getting around the city is really easy. The seafront is 15-minute walk away, and Barcelona's main shopping street is only 20 minutes walk. There's also a park directly opposite the hotel, which makes it quiet, and it's surrounded by restaurants and bars, so you're never short of somewhere to get some good food. Now, the hotel is a little bit of a weird structure. It is circular, sat right in the middle of a square, so it does stand out when you walk past it. And when we first entered into the lobby, it was quite a surprise because it was quite darkly lit. There was some quirky decor, and the whole hotel is really extravagant. Now, in terms of amenities at the hotel, there is a rooftop pool. Even though it is pretty small, there were some sun lounges right by the pool as well to chill out on, as well as there being a bar. Now, my favourite thing about the hotel is right on the rooftop, there is 360 views all across Barcelona, as well as the Sagrada Familia in the distance. The hotel also has a restaurant called B Lounge, which is where breakfast and dinner is served. And in the basement, you'll find a gym with some high-tech equipment, as well as a water machine to fill up your water bottles. There's also a sauna and some treatment rooms. So when we checked into the hotel, it was a nice surprise. We got offered a glass of Prosecco, which was lovely. Before we head out to our superior room, if you found this video useful, please do subscribe, as we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We value your support. Thank you. So we stayed on the 8th floor in room 804, and we noticed that all of the room numbers were lit up in the carpet, which was pretty cool. Not experienced that before. This is a superior room, and when we first entered into the room, we realised how modern and high-tech it was, but it was great. You've got your hairdryer and towels underneath the sink. It was all open plan with your separate sink, hand wash and body lotion, and then also your towels hung up there as well as your amenity kits. You'd got a mirror directly opposite the sink, and the toilet was hidden behind this sliding door, which was pretty difficult to push, but it was quite a quirky design. So on the other side, you'd then got your luggage rack, you've got coat hangers, and this was your storage space. Got some spare pillows, and then further down underneath is where the safe was, as well as there being a steamer. Opposite the storage cupboard is where the shower was, and it was a rainfall shower, as well as there being a handheld shower. There was also shampoo/body wash, which was in the same bottle, and conditioner. Everything was sparkling clean, and also you could have some tunes whilst you were in the shower if you connected up to your phone, which was pretty cool. So it was all like open plan and quite a bright vibe. Then into the bedroom, we had a coffee machine with some coffee pods, and then also some small mugs, as well as some complimentary water. Underneath is where the fridge was, which was empty, which was great, just store our own refreshments. So in the bedroom, you've got little side tables with the lights, as well as European plugs and USB sockets. Also on the bed, now we asked for twin beds. They didn't make them up in advance, so they just shoved the doobies on there, which is why it looks a little bit messy. On the other side is the same. You've got a phone, you've also got a European plug socket, also your air conditioning controls are there, as well as a funky, quirky little seat and a light. Little bit of space for your suitcases, a large TV opposite the bed, and then a really, really small desk. Whilst the room was minimalist, it was comfy and clean, which was the main thing. Now, drop us a comment and let us know what you plan to do in Barcelona. We'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like some more inspiration, or maybe you want to know the best tours and experiences to do, check out the Travelling Pandas website. You'll find the link in the description. Now, we stayed in Barcelona for 2 nights during June. It cost us £330 at this hotel for the 2 nights, which was more affordable than any of the other hotels in the city, especially as it was the weekend. Now, here's an insider tip. Check out the official Barceló website directly before you book, as we found there was a sale running at the time and they beat third-party prices from other websites. And when you stay in Barcelona, there is a tourist tax that's payable directly to the hotel, and it depends on the hotel star rating. Now, the Barceló Raval was a 4-star hotel. It cost us €8.40 per person per night, which we paid to the hotel on arrival. So if you're looking for a high-tech, fun hotel, we would recommend this, especially as they've got the gorgeous 360 views. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to not miss out on any other traveling top tips. We'll see you next time.